Hyperborea, legendary land of the north. Is it just legend, or perhaps does it exist? Many years ago, when I was 6 years old, my mother bought me a globe. On the top of the globe, where the North Pole was supposed to be, was this strange landmass. A few years later, the globe got accidentally destroyed. My mom bought me another globe, but on the top of my new globe, the strange landmass was not there. The public schools taught me that there was no landmass at the North Pole and that there were only giant Arctic ice sheets. But when I got older and started looking at old maps of the world, they showed the same strange landmass that my old globe did. I investigated what that landmass was on the old maps, and I found out it was a land called Hyperborea, a land that science teaches does not exist, even though it is on hundreds of old maps, which I find to be suspicious. In Greek legends and also in Hindu and Buddhist religions, Hyperborea does exist, and that according to legend, there is a huge magnetic mountain in the middle of this strange land, which is called Mount Meru, or sometimes called Mount Sumeru, which would explain why all compasses point north, which to me is a more feasible explanation than what science teaches us, which is an invisible magnetic field in the north. But here's what gives it away, and that is on December 8, 1954, on public television, on the Longines TV program, the famed Arctic explorer Admiral Richard Byrd was being interviewed. The announcer stated that the North Pole was a no man's land and asked Admiral Byrd if there was any land left for adventurous young Americans left to explore. Admiral Byrd said, not up by the North Pole, because it is getting crowded up there, because they found out it is really usable, not only to live in, but also militarily. But then he stated that there was a landmass larger than the United States beyond the South Pole. Wow, what a different world Admiral Byrd described than what we are taught. This is what I found interesting. Indigenous people that lived in the far north of Alaska, in their legends and stories, claim to occasionally see a large bear, which they called a king bear, or sometimes called weasel bear. Of course, science dismissed these legends and stories as just myth. But in 2014, a very large bear skull was unearthed, which was different than a polar bear skull. Not only was it larger, but the skull was more slender and elongated, which gives a lot of credibility to the stories and legends. Science says the bear skull is 1,300 years old, but looking at the pictures of the bear skull, it does not look that old to me. I believe the king bear is a large species of bear that lives in the land of Hyperborea and occasionally wanders out of its native range and is seen by the people who live in the far north. In conclusion of my video, I would like to say is, unless the old map makers and Admiral Richard Byrd are lying, which I find to be very, very unlikely, then Hyperborea does indeed exist, and it is the land that they do not want us to know about. Anyway, thanks for watching my video, and have a good day.